Roblox cinematic scenes can take a long time to make, but today I wanted to see what would happen if I tried making the same cinematic in 1 minute, 10 minutes and 1 hour. And I also wanted to something else. Can ChatGPT actually help me make something good that fast? I'm just a beginner, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to fail at least once. So yeah, let's go. Alright, 1 minute. That's barely enough time to even think. So I opened a new base plate and grabbed my Forsaken models, Black Pumpkin and the Survivor. And the timer starts now. First thing I need is a script, so let me quickly type the prompt into ChatGPT as fast as I can. Oh my gosh, my hands are literally shaking and misclicking everywhere, and that's already going badly. And no, I do not have $30 for Moon Animator, so we're doing this the hard way. Also, let me be honest, this animation setup is terrible. I'm not an animator and it shows. Alright, the script is pasted, the timer is almost done, and boom, the time's up. Let's see what we got. Oh. Yeah, it's completely broken. Of course it is. So I had to copy the error back into GPT like some desperate student in math club and ask it to fix everything. Okay, that's still pretty bad. It looks more like a PowerPoint presentation than a cinematic scene. But hey, it was made in 60 seconds by a non-professional, so I was not expecting a magic. Alright, 10 minutes. Now we're actually trying. Since I've never really animated before, I'm heading straight to the toolbox to find something usable. I grabbed the knife/animation. Then I started feeding the animation IDs into ChatGPT one by one. I also positioned the camera parts, moved the character closer together, and I added spotlight so the camera actually had directions. Then I wrote the prompt. I even turned on thinking mode for that extra big brain energy. Now the scripts came back, I pasted them in, and then, well, why is the camera sideways? And why is Black Pumpkin just staring at me like that? That's when I realized my mistake. I used R15 animations on R6 rig. That was not ChatGPT's fault, that was on me. So I fixed the animation IDs, corrected the camera rotation and tried again. Okay, this is actually better. Still a little weird, but for 10-minute cinematic, I think it works. Alright, final boss time. 1 hour. No more messing around, I want the cinematic to actually look good. I wanted to make Black Pumpkin cinematic feel way more polished, so I started writing a much bigger prompt. Wait a minute. How do you spell simultaneously? Anyways, while I'm fighting with English, you should probably hit the subscribe button. Now I had the full setup ready. It was finally a testing time. Oops, I forgot to enter the model names. The camera moved smoothly at the start, which was a huge improvement, but then another bug showed up. The animation got stuck and the cinematic kept looping like it had no idea when to stop. So I went back to ChatGPT and gave it the problems one by one. GPT gave me updated scripts, but I was still not fully sure that it would work. Then I looked at the timer and realized I was running out of time. Only 15 minutes left, my brain is melting. At this point I was so tired that I brought in the big guns. Yeah, I know, it sounds like cheating, but my ChatGPT credits were running out and I needed help fixing the bug. So I used Cloud to help stabilize the broken parts, not to replace ChatGPT completely, just to save the challenge from collapsing. After a long session of debugging and scripting, here's what Cloud could make. Well, then I decided to merge the best parts from the both scripts. ChatGPT was better at one part, Cloud was better at another part, and together they made a Frankenstein monster of code. Now, will it work? Let's find out. Alright, 1 hour, 1 beginner dev, 2 AIs. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot harder than I expected. But we actually made it. The 1 minute version was chaos, 10-minute version was a fumble, and the 1 hour version finally looked like a real cinematic scene. Did you catch the reference at the end? Let me know in the comments if I should keep making these or if I should go back to the math before I completely lose my mind.